So the crystal ball has been studied. It's been put to one side. It's given me some lovely answers. Hopefully a few correct scores, a few winners. Hopefully you can earn a bit of money this weekend. If you don't, well, that's life. Trying to do correct scores is a tricky one. But and especially at this time of the season. I mean, at this time of the season, there are a few clubs that don't really need anything. All they need to do is finish in a higher place to get a bit more money in the Premier League. But you've got teams like Palace, who I think are safe, Stoke obviously safe, Newcastle are safe, Southampton, they can't go one way or the other. They're not going to get in the Europa League, they ain't going down, they're just stuck in that middle bit there. So there's only 4 teams out of the whole 20 teams in the Premier League that have actually got nothing to play for really tomorrow. The rest of them is at the top. We've got Arsenal, we've got Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool vying for the top spot in the Premier League, and we've still got Arsenal and Everton vying for that Champions League place. We've got Tottenham and Man United looking for a Europa League spot. At the bottom, of course, got a whole glut of teams that could still go down. And it's amazing, at this time of the season, you find those bottom 3 or 4 teams do win their fair amount of games. Because when they need to, when they really need to dig a result out, it's amazing what you can find. I mean, look at Sunderland the other night at Man City. They had to get a result and they were a few minutes away from getting the full 3 points, which they actually deserved on the night. So anything can happen, as we know in football, but especially this time of the season you get some really strange scores. So let's have a look as we go through. First one on the cards is Spurs at home to Fulham. So as I say, Spurs are still fighting and Fulham near the bottom there, still very much fighting. I think there'll be a few goals in this game, so I've gone for a 2-2 draw. Villa at home to Southampton. Villa still need a point or 2 here and there, definitely. They could still go down. Saints are safe, but I think this is going to be a 1-1 draw. Cardiff at home to Stoke. Cardiff need a win. I think they're good enough. Stoke are safe. As I say, I haven't got a lot to play for. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Cardiff in this game. Newcastle at home to Swansea. Swansea need points. Newcastle are safe, but haven't been doing much recently. I still think it's going to be a draw this game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw, Newcastle against Swansea. West Ham at home to Palace. Again, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Both teams, West Ham need the points still. Need a point probably still, a point, and they're safe. Palace are okay, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Chelsea at home to Sunderland. Sunderland, as I said, fantastic the other night. Absolutely brilliant performance. Wickham, cracking second goal. They need 3 points. At Chelsea. Can they get 3 points? I don't think so. I don't think Chelsea are really going to slip up. I think it's going to be a 2-1 victory for Chelsea in this game. Norwich at home to Liverpool. Massive game, of course, this. Now, for me, the only way Norwich are going to win this game is if Delia Smith bakes a huge chocolate cake before the game. You know, one of those like Mississippi mud pies. Gives it to the whole of the Liverpool team, double portions. They all put on a few pounds and absolutely collapse and fall asleep. Apart from that, I can't see any way that Liverpool are going to lose this game unless they create loads of chances and miss them. But you know, on the other side, they have got 2 players missing. Henderson's out and Sturridge we think might be out. Probably Aspas will come in, or Moses, and also Lucas maybe, or Allen in midfield. So you know, we've got good replacements there. But I can still see Liverpool scoring goals. I still think it's going to be 3-4-1 to Liverpool in this game. Norwich don't score many goals at home. The next one on the cards is Hull against Arsenal. Hull need a point or 2 still. So Arsenal, for me, still not totally convinced with Arsenal. They had a good victory against West Ham the other night, but I still think there can be a little bit of a soft touch sometimes, Arsenal, when they go off it. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw at Hull, this one. Everton at home to Man United on the Sunday. I think Everton are going to get this one. I think it's going to be 3 points to Everton. I can see it be a 2-1 victory for Everton. I know they had a bad night against Crstal Palace, but you know, you do lose some football games. And Palace played well on the night and deserved it, but I still think Everton are going to come back here and going to beat Man United 2-1. And then on the Monday, Man City at home to West Brom. Surely Man City can't play as bad as they did the other night. I think it's going to be a 2-0 victory to Man City in this one. Hope I've got a few right. If I haven't, I'm sorry. Enjoy your football at the weekend. And until next time, I'll see you soon, folks.